Hello. Hello to another short story. After a little break from weird fiction, today I have an incredible contemporary weird fiction story by our friend MacLeod of Xadrum. No spoilers, and without further ado, here is Hello by MacLeod. Hello. That's all it ever says, all it has been saying for the past 10 days. Not all the time, and maybe all it's been saying is an exaggeration. Of course, it is not saying anything at all, just displaying. Maybe I should start again. That's all it ever displays, all it has been displaying for the past 10 days. Sounds better, right? I'm not one to polish my own ego, but think maybe I could go further. Display may be more accurate. Dis from the Latin for apart or asunder, and play as in to amuse oneself. Tearing me asunder for their own amusement. Makes sense, right? Sorry, been nursing this so long it's making me quiver. Irrational, even. So, where was I? Well, where I was in bed. Yeah, I do sleep. Sometimes. Sometimes before the sun gets up, too. Before midnight. Don't be silly. Whoever does that? Why? Does it matter? Fact is, I was in bed, drifting away, caught between the horrors of the real world, waiting to abuse my sleeping body, and the half-formed terrors waiting for me on the other side of consciousness. When I heard a ping, a message for me. Not that I was excited or anything. Okay, it's true, I don't get many messages, even at the best of times. It's not that I don't have friends, of course I do, but well, you know, people, right? Anyway, I looked, and there it was. Hello. Just that. Kind of odd. Probably someone playing silly buggers. So I goes to sleep figuring I'll check it in the morning, find out who it was and see what they wanted. But in the morning, the message was gone. No record of it ever having been received. Maybe I'd been asleep already. Yeah, right, like that ever happens in real life. So I goes to work, boring as hell. We can't have our phones, and I gets busy with stuff, so I forgot all about it. Bullshit. I don't forget about it. Menial tasks push the memory into a mental lay-by, more like, until lunchtime. Switch my mobile back on. Ping. Hello. Not dreaming now. Like I ever was. Check the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's too many digits. Yes, I said that out loud and counted them with my fingers and everything. I call a colleague, one of the few I like to share stuff with, Gordon, I think his name is. I show him the phone. Yep, you guessed it. Nothing there. No record. Nothing. He thinks I'm pissing about, playing. I explain my display philosophy to him, but he doesn't quite get it, so I elaborate, pointing out that I think that I'm the one being played. This seems to blow his mind. And he asks if he can use my theory in conversation sometime. I ask if he'll credit me when he does. Probably not, he says. So I tell him no. Lunch's over. Back to work. I put my phone on silent before turning it off. I have a plan. I risk switching it back on 5 minutes before the end of the day. It purrs into power. I feel it vibrate in my pocket. A silent ping. Hello. I'm ready this time and take a screen grab. On the way out, I collar Gordon and show him. He sees it in time, agrees that it's a bit odd, and suggests looking it up on Who Called Me. It's a good idea, so I do. But surprise, surprise, number invalid. So I call the phone company. No activity recorded. Damn. Hackers must be getting good these days. Just knowing that someone else has seen this is enough, though. It's not just in my head, and that's all I needed to know. The validation to justify plotting revenge, the go-word to begin unraveling this mystery and discovering those responsible and giving them some shit in return. Ha! I laughed. Yes, out loud. Why not? That's what I'll do. Discover them. Can you say that? Discover them and send them pics of my perfectly formed turds. That'll teach 'em. I spend a couple of hours gathering material, so to speak, playing with filters to accentuate the virtues of my leftovers and almost accidentally posting one on Instagram. An honest mistake. Yeah, I have plenty of time to myself outside of work. Who'd have thought that home alone would become the motto of my adult life? Wouldn't mind as much if there was anyone here to leave me behind by accident or otherwise. Ping. Hello. I try replying this time with a turd pic. Delivery failure. Number not recognized. The next day it got worse. 4 times before work, 5 times over lunch. 5. 1 every 10 minutes. And the same again afterwards. All bloody evening. I tried to distract myself, read for a bit, watched some TV, did some other stuff, left the phone on silent, face down to stop getting caught out by the sudden flare when the screen lights up. But the time I went to bed, there was over 50 of them. 50 hellos waiting for me, waiting for me. But for me to do what? I can't reply, at least that might move the conversation into being a conversation. There's a thought. I call the number. Number not recognized. Please redial. And try again. I switched it off, left the damn thing at home and posted on social media that my phone was bust and to contact me on there instead. Not that anyone will. They rarely do. That was on day 3. Since then, things have been different. I've slept better than I have in years. By day 7, I'd started becoming more engaged and engaging at work, both in the job and socially. A couple more days and I waking up to the sun, not going to bed to it. Yesterday, Gordy, he lets me call him Gordy now, we're friends, he invited me out with a group of work colleagues for a beer and a meal. I went. Had a pretty good time, if you can believe that. Had a great time, in fact, spent much of it talking to Greta. She works on the floor above mine. Nice woman. Shame about the eyebrows. Anyway, all was going well. Then She asks for my number. Was the drink, the excitement of being with people again? I don't know. But I got into me that this was part of the joke, the display, that Gordon, the snivelling fuck, had been playing silly buggers all this time and had even roped Greta into that bullshit. I said some things I shouldn't have, threw some accusations that didn't need throwing. The night turned sour after that. I went home alone, as always, frothing at the mouth, raging, convinced they were all in on it, an equal share of the guilt. Desperate for revenge, I switched the phone on. Ping, 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 over 300 messages waiting, all identical. So I took my revenge. I selected the best of my material images. My material indeed, and sent them to Gordon and to everyone who was there last night. Not to Greta, though, she doesn't have my number. Had to send hers in a private message from the works email. No doubt the message was well received. Too well, it seems. See, I switched my phone off after my work was done, and I left it at home when I went to work. When I got there, the boss was waiting, wondering why I hadn't answered her calls. I told her my phone was bust. She said I was lying and showed me the turd pic I sent to Gordon. I felt cold inside. They sent me home, suspended, said they had to decide what to do about this and that I was to wait for them to call me during the day. I asked them if someone could call round in person instead. They said no. Oh, God, was all I could think on the way home. And here I have sat all day, waiting for work to contact me, and what started out as every 10 minutes got more frequent. Ping, hello, more insistent. Ping, hello, more agitated. Ping, hello, until 10-minute intervals. Ping, hello. Then, ping, hello. Seconds, ping, hello. Truth be told, it's driven me a bit batty. Turd pigs. What was I thinking? It's past 6 p.m. and no word from work. Just one word. That word? Ping, hello. I flipped and threw the phone at the wall. Ping, hello. Picked it up and dashed it to the floor. I've always wanted to say I'd done that to something. Dashed it. Ping, hello. I stamped on it repeatedly. After the 4th or 5th time, it fell silent. The screen splintered into 1,000 pieces, dark. Silent. I collapsed onto a stool, breathing heavy, ignoring the spreading stain on the carpet from my lacerated foot. Happy. Listening to nothingness. Ping. I shuddered as the ruined screen flickered into life, gulping as I knelt down and, in a daze, looked into it. The message was there, duplicated on each shard and fragment of screen, those still attached and those scattered over the floor, even on the gore-stained sliver I'd torn out of my throbbing foot. Thank you. Over and over again, displayed. In every font the phone's operating system contained. Then I noticed how dark the innards of the device looked behind the shattered screen, like it goes on forever. Out of that deepness, like virgin shoots, the fingers appear, skin and bone, without nails, and skin the color of the rough edge of glass. Preening, seeking purchase. They grip the outer edge of themselves, and now they are inching across the floor. I can hear a thick drawl, as if they're dragging something up from down there. I sit and watch, terrified at first, then curious. The impossibly long fingers claw across the carpet, and where they encounter the near-pulverized pieces of screen glass, they pause, pressing them down with the rough pads of their tips until the shards utter a frail crack, like a microscopic slide snapping. In that moment, the fragments and the legend, "Thank you," displayed on them, dissolve, and through some messed-up osmosis are absorbed into the fingers. Fleshing. No, glassing them out, I guess. You don't get quality entertainment like this at the movies. There is sound now, low and inaudible at first, but rising, getting louder, closer. It's guttural, oppressive. It makes the front of my head hurt, and my eardrums burn, but deeper in my mind, where sound has no place, there are words, low and just out of reach. I notice a couple of the fingers are scratching at the carpet now, when there are bloodstains, drawing my blood into themselves. The words are on the cusp of being incomprehensible. Cusp. That's a nice word. I place the blood-covered sliver of screen in front of the closest fingers, dripping extra gore straight from my wounded foot onto it for a good measure. Wait a minute. Did I really just go pss, 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 like you would to a stubborn cat? Shit. I want to say I need to get out more, but we know what that leads to, right? During the time it's taken me to think all that, there is no more glass or blood. Only fingers, fattening fingers, and in the moments that follow, the alternating words become clear and whispered, gossamer. Hello. Followed by a more staccato, thank you. Maybe I should run? Maybe I should call someone? How? And who? What the hell? Whoever is coming has said hello after all, and maybe, just maybe, like me, all they want is a friend, something familiar. I'll put some tea on and wait.